Is this going to be an... Yeah, this is an amphibious landing, isn't it? Cool. I do like these. I think Attila did it better, but I do like these. Yep, it is. Cool. So, we could try and pin them on the beach, which would mean that we do get some tower support. They will ultimately be trying to get up to this. So we need to effectively hold this line right here. So I do think that we need the bulwark right there. Wait, which way are you facing? You're facing the wrong way. And the other question is, do I want to try and burn some of the ships as they come in with archers? Using fire. It's raining, fire arrows won't do anything. Never mind! Yeah, we need to pin them here, but their front line is so much stronger than mine. That is another tower which we can use. So really, we want to try and hold them like here. Because enemy units can pass through these bits, but they shouldn't be able to pass through that. Also, I have 2 barricades available. Well, we can at least use that barricade to stop them running through here. So they'll just come through there. Nope, that is completely irrelevant. Put one there to stop them reinforcing quickly. And one there for the same reason. So anyone that lands on this part of the beach will have to go all the way around. No, they won't. They'll just come through this. I really wish it was possible to turn these around. Because that barricade facing the other way, super useful. Let's go and just... Ah, okay, so that's a choke point. And then this would be a choke point. Although what I really want is this to be the choke point. We'll just need to be aware of the fact that they could come around behind us. And the reason for that is so I can stick archers here and shoot anything attacking them. So we stick archers like there, and then javelins like there. Possibly even slightly more forwards. So let's put... Huzzah! Let's put our swords here. Let's put our boss here. Zilva, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate your support, buddy. Thank you. Well, another thing I should say on the history versus fantasy thing for Creative Assembly is Creative Assembly, since its inception, has had a policy of producing 3 games at the same time. 3. So even if they weren't doing the fantasy games, the historical ones would still take as long to develop. And they always have. It's just that, as gamers, we've kind of come to expect games to be developed faster because of things like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, which are done on a yearly basis. Not all game development studios work on that system. Like Creative Assembly, when they were doing Shogun, were also doing 2 other games, for example. Don't ask me offhand what they were, because I'm not sure. But that's what they've always done. That's one of the reasons that Creative Assembly has worked well as a business, is because they spread the risk. So if one of those 3 games flops, the other 2 hopefully won't. Rather than putting all their eggs in one basket. So the fact that they're developing Total War at the same time as the historical game, 2 completely separate teams, and they are not taking resources from each other. Javelins! Alright, I'm going to put you 2 here. I'm going to put you here. Now, can you run through? Maybe you can't run through there. See, they can run through this. They cannot run through this. So that is actually effectively blocked off. Cool. So yeah, we are actually only going to be fighting there. Alright. I like this. I like this. I like this. Archers. Archers there. Show them by Odin. Archers. And I think I'm going to put you right there. Now, how do I reinforce between these two areas? We have to go around the back. So actually, you would be far better off here, where you can reinforce that way or that way. I didn't put all of my things down, but never mind. Didn't Rome Total War have a fantasy setting? Harpies
We
and
are
such?
heavily outnumbered.
So.
Defend the town!
The enemy approaches.
Wait, do they have some cavalry units?
The enemy is at the walls.
There's too many of them!
We paused? We're not paused. They did have some cavalry units. Okay. However, those towers will be shooting at them. And there is oil there. So I could put a single unit of spearmen here, and we would stop these cavalry. Just dead in their tracks. So I think you're going to rush down here. And then my backup guy is going to come and form up in here. Go. Now hopefully I get there before the door gets knocked down. Because if I can get my spearmen in place, then yeah, those cavalry are as good as dead. They do indeed have a couple of units coming around there, so these are going to be pinned away. Where are you lot going? I mean, if you lot are going to land over here, I'm fine with that. Because you're outside my walls. It'll take you a while to reinforce. In which case, I'll only be worrying about these... well, technically these 5 and then those 3 as well. How's the gate doing? Gate's doing fine. Oh wow, we've obliterated them. Oh, never mind, never mind, never mind. You lot can just stay here. Where I want to pin them because you're spearmen, you're good at that. Then my axemen can come over here and hold that position. Move. Slightly more in that direction.
Our defenses must hold! Speed it up! Javelins! We will
Alright, so what are they attacking with? Mailed spearmen, Huskarls, archers, Hearthguard. I guess they're like... oh, that's the general. And then skirmishers. They're just standing there taking shots from the tower. Okay, so they're just waiting. So they are all attacking here, but they're going to be attacking in waves. Where are my spearmen? Come on, get into place. Quickly, before you get flanked. Oh boy, that would be bad. Alright, archers. You are in a position to do some damage here. Especially to them. Ah, no, you're out of range. I think that's your range. Oh, no, it's way up there. I guess we can't shoot at them until they're formed up. Well, that's a little bit irritating. No Huskarls, kill them. Come on.
protect our people! Spearmen! We will prevail!
Spill? Oh, you are spilling. Oh, you're not an actual... oh dear. An actual general. Just shoot at whatever the hell you can shoot at.
Bowmen! Fire your missiles! Death from above!
There we go. Beautiful. We're hitting them in the side and in the back now.
Bowmen!
Especially these guys. Yeah, you're shooting up, which isn't as effective. So let's hit those berserkers. You guys are still hitting them in the back. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, we're going to be relying on our archers here. I said I had more than a 50% chance of victory. It's not saying that anymore. I had a 0% chance of victory.
Our general is under attack.
Javelins! Steady, everyone! Aim and fire! Defend the town! Fire your missile! Pull yourselves together, men!
Yeah, those boats were definitely in a traffic jam. They still are.
Defend the town! Spearmen!
Floundering already? A little bit. Yeah, you are.
Protect our people! Move it, men!
Alright, so fighting in this place apparently wasn't as effective as I was hoping. I was really hoping that my ranged units would be way more effective than they have been thus far. 12, 13. Okay, the javelins have been good. The archers, not so much. So maybe I should have tried to hold this position. A bit of a horseshoe. So they could come through there. Would have meant I was really splitting my forces up. I mean, the other thing would be hold just this choke point. It would be this one as well. These two. Then I could just have the archers up here, I guess. Might even try that. No, don't go that way. Oh shit. Hello. Wasn't expecting you to actually, you know, do that.
Move it, men! Crush them!
Send the general in because they're starting to falter a little bit.
Bowmen!
Oh, you guys. Just javelins.
We're under fire! The enemy is at hand! Hasten yourselves! Javelins!
Yeah, okay, the javelins have been pretty effective. Almost 100 kills.
Bowmen! Our defenses must
One of our units has used its ammunition.
left flank! Where the enemy charge! End them!
Yeah, this is what I should have done from the start. Definitely. I'll fire into there from above. Oh well, learn from your mistakes. I haven't had to fight this
Javelin!
fight before.
Command us! Our foes have flanked us!
We've killed 500 of them,
Under enemy
so it's not like we're doing terribly. How's the morale?
Take no threat!
It's a rout. Our warriors flee the battle.
Is that you?
Surrounding! Brace for enemy charge!
These guys actually have a fair bit of experience.
Glory and plunder! Pick your targets now!
An entire unit has perished.
Really?
Up the pace, man!
Feel like these two are going to buckle soon. Although they've technically only lost half of their number. There's so few of them to begin with. Actually killed tons. Okay, now the archers are starting to do some good. If I'd put the archers up here from the start, then I think we would have possibly even won. Okay. Who's winning? 75, 77. That's still equal. Basically no one really dying. Some of their units are starting to falter. And then faltering would be very bad. Because then it's just going to be the general here on his own. It's just 9 morale. And the archers here shooting into the great axes, those are all the two-handers. They should be pretty effective.
Pull yourselves together, men!
The men are wavering!
Missiles, loose! Fear! I know you're tired! Battle awaits!
74, 73. They're actually closing that margin.
Axemen!
These axemen are only just getting into the fight. These two have done some serious work. I'm impressed with them. Well, I guess they are tier 3s, so it's not that surprising. We are fighting mostly tier 3s. Yeah, if I had those archers better positioned from the start, I wouldn't have wasted ammo. Oh, they've broken through. Oh dear.
Fear!
How the hell did you get knocked over there?
Missiles away!
Yeah, people are starting to break now. I have a feeling this is going to be the last unit standing. They're just not killing anything. Oh, they're winning. They're winning. Uh-oh, here comes a mailed Huskarl charge. Yeah, those Huskarl charges are kind of painful. I also wonder how much effect that tower and that tower's had. Kind of nice to see how many kills they got. Let's just speed this up because this is just moving on to the inevitable. Not a whole lot I can do about it anymore because they're just going to come around the back of here and finish them off. Unless you're somehow able to rout this unit, though that seems rather unlikely. We did kill 1,000 though. I'm actually fairly happy with this. Considering how many like brute frontline hard hitters they have, that's really well done. That's really good. Also, we killed the majority of the general's bodyguard, which is nice. Valiant defeat. I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. Yeah, okay, so eventually the archers did wake up. The swordsmen did great. The spearmen did their job, they held. Okay, good. I'm not actually bitter about that. Despite the fact that I've just lost Hastings. But I have an army down here. We're fine. Hader, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Don't burn it. I just took it, it's fine. I'll just take it back again. Right. No, the army is here in fact. So we are going to... Ooh, they would assist regardless. But we want to launch the attack before they have a chance to replenish anything. In fact, let's not do that.
We're ready.
Do that, but not that. So this is basically stopping them from replenishing, hopefully, too much.
Hit hard.
We'll see. Food production is still atrocious, I'm well aware of that. Just going to go flick through. Okay, so we know that fishing produces loads of food. Actually, that's only 15. Do regular farms produce more now? No. Actually, farms do still... fishing does still produce the most food, so we're going to build a fishery there. I don't have any more money, so we need to go and take some stuff to generate money, essentially. So you are going to attack here.
Now. We will.
Where we are going to...
At once. You ask the impossible. Their offspring.
Guthrum's just like, no, I'm not messing around with this one. Through the eye. And then this army is going to march up towards Lancaster, hopefully getting there before these guys do. Because I will be extremely bitter if I don't take Lancaster. Buildings require repair. Those I don't particularly care about. Level ups. So, what is it? No, Forager produces food. But I don't think I particularly want to spend points on just generating food. Then again, this is also replenishment, which is good. Who's this? This is... Oisitel. Is it possible to rename these guys yet? No. Oisitel seems to be the leader of Canterbury. Canterbury, are you a happy place? You are a fairly happy place, but you have loads of churches. You're never not going to be happy. So let's get you as a scribe. Increase the amount of money we're making. Okay, this is Godwin, who is in Snottingham. Snottingham is an extremely unhappy place, but mostly because of the food production. But there are mines, and mines usually produce unhappiness, so... More bards, I think. Let's get that zeal up. Or just more cash. Ooh, what's that? Secure loyalty. Increases loyalty, lower influence. Oh, okay. So they've added these buttons on the actual screen where the problems lie. That's good. Because I always forgot to do like the character interactions. So food supply is still an issue, but hopefully we're sorting some of that. So we're moving through your land very, very briefly, but then we're just going up to here. I think I might just sack this one, to be honest. If someone else wants to take it, they can. I did, yeah. I have no real claim over this place, but that has just given me loads of extra cash, which I can now spend on food production. As soon as I find some that can actually be built. Oh wow, pubs produce so much cash. 460 to 700. Fishery. Do you do food? No. Do you do food? You do. Not nearly as much as you, though. So my entire empire is, yeah, pissed. That's because food production is an issue. Hopefully we can resolve that. Snottingham is just Nottingham. It seems to be the Anglo Saxon version of Nottingham. I do think it's kind of hilarious that it's called Snottingham, though. I don't think I renamed anywhere in this game. That's not true. I renamed Thricecaster, which was Chichester. No, yeah, Chichester. I think it was Chichester. It was my capital, regardless. I named it Thricecaster because something Guthrum did. Which I really should remember, considering I named a city after the event, but I don't. Can I now view traits while assigning governors? That drove me nuts. That's a good question. I'll need to check that. The Sheriff of Nottingham definitely sounds like Robin Hood Men in Tights. Never watched any Total War give you the 4-1-1. It's a war. Totally. I mean, it has a strategic... give me a reference. Like, what games have you seen before, DA 1927? What's your usual repertoire? And I can give you a comparison compared to that. Right. This is them trying to break out of the siege. This is going to be an open field battle. I assume correctly that I'm going to have a cavalry superiority. We're mostly fighting the heavy hitters again, but this time I have a very solid front line with the Anglian marauders and the Danelaw mailed swordsmen. We have some spearmen to deal with the cavalry, but my cavalry is going to be better than their cavalry, quite a lot better than their cavalry. My archers are also far superior, and I outnumber them. And their reinforcements are, frankly, rubbish. Fight! Hearts of Iron and Civilization. Okay, so Total War, I would say, is a little bit more similar to Civilization in that you have various provinces, you're dealing with the production, the economics, building buildings, that type of thing on a world map. But the battles themselves are tactical. I really should add a ad quote thing. Put that in the Discord thing, Dana. One of these days I'll transcribe all of that stuff into a Twitch chat thing. Alright, let's do this. So their reinforcements are coming from behind them, so that's kind of irrelevant to my interests. This is a very forested map, which is unfortunate in one of the few times that I actually have a cavalry superiority advantage. And this is completely flat. I think we're going to try and fight over here. They're attacking me, so they will have to come for me. Or we position ourselves back a little bit in the woods and then come out of the woods and they attack us. I like that more. We'll do that. So let's grab our entire line, stick you back here. So I think the centre is, yeah, just going to be right there. Just at the very edge of the wood line. Because cavalry has a disadvantage when fighting in woodland. So we're going to get our swordsman. We'll position you something like this.
Swordsmen!
Although I'm very tempted to put the Jarl's Huskarls in the centre. They do have archers, but my archers can kill their archers. And they will. So yes, I think that's what we're going to do, is we're going to move you aside. We're going to put you guys here in the centre, because you're not fast, but you hit hard. Then we're going to put our two weaker axemen here in the woods. One strong axeman here. I'm going to have a spearman on the flank back there to intercept any cavalry. Spearman back here, again, to intercept cavalry. Hopefully hidden in the woods, that'd be quite nice. And then long axes. We could actually hide some long axes here in the woods. And also the cavalry. We'll hide you in those woods. And we'll hide the axes. Those woods? You're a bit far away. These woods. There we go. Move you forwards.
State your orders.
Then archers. Right, this is the first time I can actually see the speed comparison. So archers are 35. Really? Long axes are... Oh, long axes are 30. Huh. You're a 28, you're a 28, you're a 28, and you're a 30. So the archers are way quicker than anything except for the cavalry. Huzzah! So actually I'm going to put the cavalry there. I'm going to have the archers actually doing a bit of a frontline, gonna kill you before you can do anything thing. I'll have my cavalry in a position where they can intercept and then bail out if they need to.
Our foes will fall.
And yeah, just leave you over there. Utopia Rocker, resubbed for 2 months. Cry havoc and let loose the dogs of war. Oh, the dogs of Mordred even. Haha, misread that. Thank you very much for your support. Appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Oh yeah, if you're familiar with Civil War, DA 1927, very similar. Green screen is always fuzzy, although I've just noticed there is in fact a little bit of bleed over there. Just one of the clips at the top.